Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be doing a coaching session for a Shen support who's duoed with Ezreal. So special thanks to Zach for sponsoring this content. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to sponsor some content yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. We can set that up. Coaching sessions are just $25 if you're not a member. If you are a member, then it's just $20. You can become a member either through PayPal, through the link in the description, or you can just press that join button on YouTube and just be a member that way. It's just $5 a month, help support the channel. Then you get a discount on any coaching, any guides that you might want. And then you can come out and play with us every Sunday for a viewers night game, where I just play with other people that are supporting the channel, if we get enough people for that. Okay, so this is patch 10.7. I will say that the sound is messed up, so if that's going to aggravate you, I'm sorry. I'll try to just be talking the whole time and explaining stuff. But League is doing some kind of weird maintenance with like the match history thing, and I think it's messing up the sound. Zach is aware of this. We tried the other day another replay file on it. Most of the time, obviously, replays are going to have sound, but we can't really figure out what's up with it. I've looked at everything on my side. I was just playing League myself. I am streaming. Come check out the stream, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time most nights. Usually goes till about 3 a.m. So all of my sound stuff seems like it's working. So I think it's just a client-side thing for replays. So anyways, hopefully they get that fixed. But anyways, yeah, if that's gonna aggravate you, I apologize for that. We thought about putting some music on, but I just didn't have any pre-prepared. I don't want any like weird vocals or something, coming in off of some random free content that I've never heard before. Okay, so you guys you probably are going to be behind a little bit in lane. Speed this up a little bit. More jungle's going to be really far behind. I mean, Amumu's not like that aggressive early on typically. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, just trying to survive in this lane. I wouldn't try to engage on the Leona or the Jhin this early. Try to make sure that you're using your charge on the cannon. Okay, well. Okay, I say that, then you kill him. Alright, got him. She didn't ignite, she didn't flash. I mean, hey, if you get him like that, it's good. She does have a little bit of vulnerability, if you do catch her before she W's and before she can proc her aftershock with a Q like you did and you just delete her. And that can work. I didn't think you guys are going to be able to pull that off, but you did. Ezreal hit all of his stuff. Okay, it's a nice flash taunt. Oh, nice. Okay, well. This lane's definitely going differently than I anticipated it. Okay, yeah, just back. That should be at least tier or pickaxe tier. It's health. I might go boots instead of cloth. I don't know. This is like better for combat if you want to all in again, which you're still on the table. You still have a heal. That's good. Yeah, Blitzcrank can be annoying in TFT. Says Jolty on stream. Okay, nice taunt. Okay. We can work on that. Oh, you have footwear. Okay. BioTray says he has footwear, so he couldn't buy boots there. Alright, makes sense. And that's a pretty good buy on Shen, too. I mean, a lot of, like, hard roaming supports, you don't want to get the boots, because you want to try to get mobilities as fast as you can on, like, Leona, Nautilus, stuff like that, usually. But with Shen, you can roam with your ult, so it's good. Aftershock. I don't know. I might consider something like Ulti. I really like Ulti Hunter a lot, especially on things that have very long cooldowns like Shen. And that is a huge but he doesn't have like very good AD or AP ratio, so something like Ghost Poro is not going to be that valuable. And you're not ranged, so like Taste of Blood's not going to be that great either. I don't know. The old Presence of Mind was great on him. Okay. So Echo's pretty far ahead. Moon's behind. Free boots are definitely solid though. Cosmic Insight, I guess, would be next. Okay. Nice kill. Shen's doing a lot more damage than I was anticipating there early on. If you do get all 3 of those autos off, it does do a lot. Okay, yeah, try to get a ward in. Itemization can get a little funky on him because he doesn't use any mana, and most tank items have some mana on them, so I assume you're probably going to be working Knight's Vow. That's a good one. Something like Stone Plate or Locket. No, probably don't want to Locket. They don't have that much like AoE team fight. They do have a Moo, but just buy. Ezreal's up a little bit of CS. Okay, so Knight's Vow. You got your ult. Now, I'm not sure how your ult interacts with Mordekaiser's ult. Like, if you start your ult and then Mordekaiser ults him after that, it might cancel your ult. I don't think you'll get teleported over there. I'm not sure about that. I know with, like, Yuumi, it drops the Yuumi off. If someone ults somebody with Yuumi. Okay. I probably would have gone for Jhin there. He's so low, I think you could have killed him. If you want to do an offensive taunt. I guess you are trying to peel the Amumu, but I think killing the Jhin and just trying to go for a trade might have been a little better. I mean, he does have heal and flash. I don't know. Once I saw Amumu, you could taunt the Leona also and then try to body block the Amumu. So you could have like taunted the Amumu and like tried to run away just to buy some time for Ezreal, and then he in theory could have like flashed out, and maybe you have to body block the Amumu bandage or something, but it's a tough call. But if you did get the taunt on Jhin, I think if you taunt and ignited Jhin, I think you could have killed him. I think Amumu, like, Eing the Amumu was probably the worst option of the 3. But it was a really fast decision. It's tough to know. I mean, I understand wanting to, try to protect your ADC from that Amumu. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Amumu's coming down on a ward river, so he's gonna try to get Ezreal. Yeah, I'd back up. Your jungler's top. The Amumu, we just saw him up here on this ward. Like, he's behind you for sure. He might just be waiting on them, and then he's gonna come out of that bush right there. Yeah. He just chilled in the bush for like 30 seconds. Yeah, I figured he snuck in there. I mean, even if you didn't see him though, like you still want to back up just because like your jungler's topside doing Rift Herald. So the fact that their jungler's not like trying to interfere with that, and that you don't have any backup if you do get ganked, means that you just got to back up, even if you're not sure where he is. Because when you're pushed up like that, you know, it's kind of code. Oh, it's kind of code red. Like the enemy's gonna be spam pinging it. You know, they're gonna be saying, "Come down here and gank," and just a lot of indicators that he could have been there. If you're not sure, like another option could have been to do like a fake back, which I do a lot of times, where you push up in a tower and then you just back up and like hide in this bush or something with Ezreal, hide in one of these bushes. Then the jungler's not going to come because they're going to think you backed, probably, unless the bush is warded. And then as soon as they come out and start clearing, you just jump out of the bush and kill them. So that's kind of a safer way to do something that's still on the aggressive side while not opening yourself up as much to a gank. It's a little different if your jungler's on the same side of the map and but you'd want to call him down. You just got to expect if you're in their tower for like 20 seconds or something, a lot of times their jungler's going to show up. Unless you know for sure he's top. Oh, wow. It's a nice taunt. Oh. Oh, he's... Oh my gosh. He switched his aggro like 3 times. It was unfortunate for your homeboy there. God, Echo moves so fast. Yeah, Mercs are good for a Moo. Good old bushwhackers, yeah. I think, like, generally, unless they, like, you don't want to get more than, like, 1 plate, maybe 2 if you have a big wave after a kill. It's because the armor gets so high, you're just not going to do a lot of damage, and you are making yourself vulnerable to gank. So usually it's better just to take a back, or try to go, like, get Dragon, or go get Deep Vision if you're a support. And if you have nothing else to do, you can fake a back and hide in the bush and then kill them when they come in. That works a lot more than you would think. Hide on bush. Yeah, that 3-way taunt was very good. It's a shame y'all weren't able to capitalize on it, but... Oh, that was bold. Moo didn't have his ult, but that could have been spooky. Be dead. Dark Harvest Morgana. Almost. Yeah, just push. One thing, Shen doesn't have, like, super great wave clear. Okay, nice. Usually, like, top lane Shen will get things like Tiamat and Sunfire Kate, but you can't... I mean, you can, but it's not usually advisable to do that as support. Okay, so you got Stormrazor... I think your friend should have gone Trinity. Like, you really don't want to go Iceborne unless they have, like, an AD assassin, like a Zed or a Talon or something like that, because he should be able to avoid most... Because their only AD threat is Jhin, so he should be able to avoid most of that stuff. Sky Williams. Was he the one that did the TLDR patch notes? I remember those being pretty fun. I totally forgot about him for a little bit. Okay, well, you got the flash. Shen would be pretty good. That W would be pretty good against something like Master Yi, or like a Vayne, or, you know, just anything that does like a lot of auto attacks. Okay, nice. Echo, there's a Moo. So he's gonna die, and then I guess just go try to get mid. Go swarm middle. Hey, what's up, Mid Yoon? We're just doing a coaching. I can't understand that, unfortunately. I think that's Korean. But we're just doing a coaching session real quick. I know the sound's off. It's bugged. Zach knows that. We just were doing this coaching session real quick, and then we're gonna get back on the normal client and play a support game on our Diamond account. And that does have sound. It's just the replay doesn't. I used to actually play without sound for a little bit there. I think it was like season 7, maybe. I did it on the channel for a little bit. I think that was before you could mute pings or something like that. I don't know. I was just trying it out. Ultimately, I think you do want your sound on. There are certain, like, there's certain information that you can only hear in sounds, but, like, you know, like Kled ults, Scion ults, things like that. I think it was kind of like what Celaguara said last game, too. I just kept getting tired of hearing your ally has been slain over and over again. We did come back and win that game, though. But I mean, it took like 2 Rifts, 3 Barons, 4 Soul Point Dragon Steals, and all that stuff. Okay, nice. Yeah, just get out of there. Just let them clean that up. Dragon, 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 dragon. What does Bombies plus Aegis build into? You just wanted Bombies? And then you're building like Locket or something? I mean, it does give you some wave clear. You know, I really liked when Shen had Banner. That was great. That was when Shen support was becoming a little more mainstream, because that gave you a way to split push as support Shen. And it just had really good stats. You know, it just had everything you want. It had armor, magic resist, CDR, no mana, and gave you that empowered minion to split push. It was great. I really don't think that they should have gotten rid of Banner. I think that having macro items can be really good. So I liked Banner. I liked ZZ. I mean, I think it's to me it was a pretty simple solution. Just don't allow Baron buff to apply to Banner. I mean, maybe that's impossible to do with the code or something, but like that was the big problem. Is you had Banner empowered, like Baron cannon minions that were like, I don't know, 5-shotting towers, and that's just dumb. But Banner was fine before they reworked the Baron. And it was the spell immune thing too. Like they shouldn't necessarily have a bunch of extra immunity. Just make them have like more HP and some armor, just like bigger. But or hell, even make it more vulnerable to champions. Make it say like champions do 100% extra damage or 50% extra damage to Baroned up minions. You know, something like that. It's fine. That way you can't just like, you know, just plow people. I think there are a lot of things they could do, and that would have solidified it as you want to use this in an open lane to push, not just to muscle your way through a tower. So I don't know. I think there were other ways to do it. Hey, what's up, Zach? I think you're doing pretty well so far. I mean, you're at all the major fights. You've won these last 2 fights pretty decisively. You're using your ult. The one ult bottom was a little weird, but it was like reactive to Ezreal. Ezreal could have died there, so. Okay. So yeah, I would go ahead and back. I mean, if you're gonna get something like a Sunfire, that would allow you to farm the jungle a little bit. If you're solo laners, like people just aren't farming your jungle right now. I mean, Sunfire, Shen is unique to where something like Sunfire could be legit on him because you can split, right? He's one of the few, because you have your ult, right? So that could be a nice strategic option that Shen offers that a lot of other supports don't, is that you have that ult where you can show up to fights. So that allows you to 1-3-1 split, so have 3 people in the middle, 1 in a side lane, and then you could go to the other lane, and apply a lot of extra macro pressure, but there's not a comfortable item to help you push since they got rid of Banner. So you could go for Sunfire, and usually that's bad on most supports, but because you can work in a solo lane to apply pressure, then it's not necessarily ridiculous. Okay, let me see this fight one more time here. I was talking and missed the start of it. Okay, you don't have your ult. Yeah, just taunt. Yeah. He just doesn't have his ult? Okay. Okay, nice. That was a good job zoning off their backline there. But yeah, as most tanks. Hey, what's up, Kovu? We're gonna get to a ranked game here in just a second. We're just doing a replay. Yeah, no, that was good. Yeah. Yeah, you helped CC chain the person that got caught, and then you zoned off the Jhin. He's one of their scariest people right now, so. Yeah, go ahead and back up. I think. This feels risky. Like, these towers are such a trap most of the time, and not in the good way. But yeah, because now y'all are really low. Even if the thing is, even if no one gets caught and dies, you have to back and reset, which gives them an opportunity for Baron potentially here. Nice. Okay, good ult. Or at least Dragon. Okay. Okay, so we're lucky that Cassidon basically entered there. But yeah, it's these two towers here. Like, it's highly unlikely when you very first break an inhibitor that you're going to be able to get those and close out a game at like 25 minutes. And it's so close to their base, and it's just really not like worth. It doesn't give you any mate. Like, to get one of them isn't really that much of a strategic advantage, right? You're not gaining any extra map pressure, and usually it costs you something if you overstay on that, which is like one of the most common overstays out there. It's like you take an inhibitor and people overstay in the base. Okay, nice. I mean, you know, Cassidon inting that, you guys didn't get punished for it, but that's definitely one thing where whenever you get that inhibitor, unless it's like super late in the game, it's like 35, 40 minutes into the game, and you just never have gotten one of their inhibitors, and you get it, and it's like an ace, and they're all dead for 30 seconds, then maybe you can end. But, you know, at like 25 minutes, when death timers are like, you know, 20 seconds or something, you're just not going to get it. Because the supers aren't even going to arrive, you know, for another 30, 45 seconds. So there's no way you're going to end it. Best case scenario, you get one tower, and then they chase you, and nobody dies, and you're going to lose either Dragon or Baron, typically. Hey, what's up, Poke? Yeah, it is. We're watching a replay right now. We're doing a coaching session for Zach, so we're gonna get back in just a minute, and I'm gonna do ranked, and it'll have sound. Just for some reason, like, League's client is like doing something weird with the replays, and Zach is aware of this. We tried doing multiple replays, and he's cool with it. So this just doesn't have sound. So I guess it does sound kind of peaceful. But yeah, we're kind of doing this kind of makeshift here. Okay. Renekton's bottom, doesn't have TP. But Mordekaiser's caught, so y'all can get that. I think just pressure Baron. You don't have to do it, but oof. Oh, this is scary. If he gets kills here. Okay, nice. Okay. She's probably dead, but Renekton's probably going to get an inhibitor. Okay, I'll speed this up here. I'm not sure what it said about like killing dragons. Okay, so you got an inhibitor. Probably get this tower and back up. What are you working on? Okay, you did get the Sunfire. So yeah, your ult's up. I'd go bottom. I mean, I guess you could ult in right here too. No, don't do it. Just let him die, because Morg's not there either. Cassidon's just going to run everybody down and kill him. Especially against things like Cassidon, you really, really don't want to give them free kills, because they just snowball so hard, even though he's really far behind. He's like 2 and 8. Yeah. Hey, Poke. I mean, yay. I'll do as much coaching as people want to do. Actually, I do have a whole coaching playlist on the channel. We have like over 200 videos on it. We coach pretty regularly. I've got like 10 also that I need to upload. Yeah, I am a diamond support main, so usually I coach support stuff. I can, you know, coach other stuff too, especially macro decisions. And I am a college educator. I'm an actual professor. I'm an adjunct at a major American university, so I do kind of have that background in education, which is useful for things like coaching. Yeah, you can check all those out for free, and then if you want to do a coaching yourself, it sounds like something you're interested in, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. We can set that up. You just send me a replay, whatever game you want to see. It's just $25 for non-channel members. If you are a channel member, it's just $20. So if you become a member either through the join button on YouTube, or you can become a member through PayPal on the channel, both are just $5 a month. then I'll give you $5 off of coaching or guides. I do commissioned guides too, like champion guides or topical guides. I just did a vision guide earlier this week, and I did a Yumi guide I think a couple weeks ago. So yeah, replays of the stuff's always free and available on the channel. And then if you want one sort of personalized for your playstyle, then you can donate for that. Okay, Mord's bottom, doesn't have TP. Leo's mid, so if they come at you, it's going to be a 3v5. Your job should be to zone, so make sure that Amumu doesn't get into that pit at all costs. He's coming up right here. Yeah, good job. You're coming out. Nice, congrats, Jolty. I can give you a link to it. I should put it up on the main channel. It's in that playlist, but I forgot that playlist is custom ordering, not necessarily the newest. So I can put that up. Okay. Yeah, you should have tried to zone Okay, yeah, that could have been 4th dragon for them. So you should always, if you're the support, the vast majority of the time, you need to try to find their jungler and keep him out of the pit. Whenever you're taking dragon or baron, just do whatever you can to keep him out. Oh, okay. So he just came around at a weird... Oh, I gotcha. So he came around from a weird angle and you were trying to get him. Okay, gotcha. If you're planning on ulting anyways, you could have just gone bottom, maybe. I don't think it's going to matter that much here, but just allow you to split while you're waiting to ult. Okay, nice. Nice. Good job, Pokey. Or Poke. Okay, so overall, I mean, it was a good, solid game. There's no, like, huge glaring macro stuff going on. Other than the overstay to get that tower, that could have been bad, but y'all ended up coming back out of that. The items make sense to me. You know, Sunfire is weird on a lot of tank supports, but you could have tried to work the side lanes a little bit more. Whenever your ult is up, just try to go to a lane where nobody's there and just try to push it up, you know, with that Sunfire. And then, obviously, if one of their people comes up, you got to run, most likely, but that can apply some extra pressure on the map. What else? You did a good job of zoning people most of the time on the objectives. Yeah, I mean, pretty much what you're looking for is just, like, the best way to win a lot of times in League is just get down good vision and start working side lanes. So if you have, I talk about this in that vision guide, and I can link that for you, I think. Oh, there it is. Aaron already linked it. It's just to put up vision, you know, like you could have warded up, like, their red side jungle a little bit more and then pushed bottom with Sunfire while everyone else is, you know, A-ramming mid or jockeying for position on Baron. And that's really how you win a lot of times in League, is you put up safe pressure in side lanes and then you catch people in rotations when you have superior vision most of the time. So you can do that by yourself if you have, you know, a support that can split like Shen, or you can play around your split pusher, give them a lot of vision, and then either hang out in a bush near them and just wait to sort of jump out and surprise them, or like rotate around and pick people off with an assassin that you have in the mid lane or something like that. But usually you just want to break them up, force them to rotate around the map, force them to walk on your vision, and then make plays off of that. Typically, like, just opting in to just clean 5v5, clean, 5v5 team fights is, I mean, if you're really far ahead, you can do that, and that's what a lot of people think initially is the best macro, just group 5. But I think there's a lot more that can go wrong in those situations. A lot of times people just miss their skill shots or just goof up and lose. So I think just forcing uneven numbers, forcing rotations, putting pressure on the map, and trying to get picks on people is going to be a bit easier. So, I mean, I guess you could have done that a bit more. But I think overall, you were at the fights, you were making good calls. There was that one Amumu thing earlier we talked about where maybe going after the Jhin would have been better. Although I don't even know if that's the case because he had both Sums, so he may have just flashed or dash and it wouldn't have mattered. But anyway, I guess at least you would have gotten the flash off of him instead of nothing when y'all both died there. But overall, I think it was solid. Yeah, and just being aware that the jungler could be bot side. That was one thing earlier that we mentioned as well. So anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this. We're going to go do some more ranked games on stream. If you'd like a coaching session yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. Usually the sound is working. Like I said, this is a special circumstance, I hope, with Riot, and they're like messing around, updating the match history or something. So hopefully that's over soon. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day. See you next time.